sometimes we sit back and we think about, would I do it again, or would I think about somebody else? But I don't think I would ever want to do life with nobody else, for the past 27 years.
27 years of marriage is a lot. Sometimes I think about, like, are you genuinely happy? Am I doing my part to be that wife that, all I can be? I know it's both two-sided, but I try and be accountable to myself. So when I'm asking him, it's because I really endeavor to put in whatever work I need to put in to be better. Being married for 27 years, a lot of times we could count the number. Lynn said something like, we're a baby, but you could be married for longer, but still not growing. So for me, it's important to not use those years to think that I have so much seniority that I don't have to constantly check myself or make changes and improve. We could get caught up in the number and not realize that, you could be married 10 years, you could be married 19 years and growing more than us because you're opening your heart to learn. So I have to constantly self-check and say, hey, because when people had 27 years, they're like, oh, 27 years, y'all got it, we could learn something from y'all, but we learn from our kids. Like, our kids who's been married, we have a daughter, she's married less than a year, and I watch her, but I be gleaning off.
I'm the son for less than a
year. We have a daughter and son, and we watch them, and we learn so much from them. And just being in the midst of all of you, like, I just be watching, just to kind of take more, to make me a better wife. I watch the ladies to be better. The only thing we could do is be better than we were yesterday. So I'm grateful for my husband. I try to tell him it more than I have been telling him in the past, because I'm in a mode, but I don't want to have regrets. I don't want to regret.
We did a drive-in movie one time, and in the movie, this lady, she took very good care of her husband. She was at every beck and call. And she went out and she was doing some stuff one time, and she met this guy. And the guy knew her story. And he went and he asked her a question. He said, who's taking care of you? And she was like, what do you mean? He said, you take care of everybody else, but who's taking care of you? That always stuck in my mind to say, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I take care of her more than what she takes care of me. Because the thing is, if you let that one partner just keep giving out, eventually they're going to be like, I'm giving so much and I'm not getting anything in return. And that opens the air to somebody else to come and ask the question, who's taking care of your spouse, or who's doing something for your spouse? Where that's your job, where you're supposed to be taking care of her. And just like anyone else, I've heard one guy said one time he liked this woman, a little joke. She told him, get from around me. He said, man, listen, even a dog like being around you. See, look all these dogs you have. So, because he's like, dogs know good treatment. So you imagine you have a dog and you don't feed him, and he go down the road and somebody feed him, he gone. He ain't checking for you no more. So it's the same thing like with our spouses, that let's not just look for them to take care of us, but we in return take care of them too.